So like always, Eddie once again has us in the hole. Welcome to this week's video where we're standing on a mount of tar. We're gonna talk about how we got the meter upgraded. We showed up today and without prior notice, just kidding, we knew because they had cones up. They moved the water meter and upgraded it. You can see behind us, our plumbers are here today too, so they connected the main line right away. They're finishing up the plumbing inside. There's a lot of small things that we've been finishing up inside, installing the fixtures that we hadn't installed, the fireplace. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell. We're getting close to the finish line here. We're also spending a lot more money. So let's get into it with the meter upgrade.
So I'm standing where the old meter was.
And I'm standing where the new meter is.
We're gonna have the new driveway come up to right about here. There was only one real reason to upgrade the meter, and that was for our fire sprinklers.
And there was one reason to move the meter, and that was for the driveway.
So because we had to upgrade it, we decided to move it as well so that we can make our driveway bigger.
The meter has to be at least 5 feet away from the bottom of the driveway apron.
Approach.
And in order to meet that code and get the big driveway that we wanted, we decided to kill two birds with one stone and move the meter over. Now,
while upgrading it.
Yes, while upgrading it. Now, you would think that moving a meter 10 or 15 feet could not amount to a lot of money, especially since this entire job took them all of 3 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
So we're sitting in the hole that our meter is dug in. We don't know what inspections do not or do need to take place, so we're leaving this open until tomorrow when we have a plumbing inspection. Now we're not ready for plumbing final, but we want to make sure this is properly inspected before we cover it up so we don't face any issues in the future. As you guys can see, this is a much larger unit that is full brass. And if we go back to the footage that we had previously shown you guys of the previous meter, because it's no longer here, you'll see it's a lot more dainty and plasticky. And it doesn't have this little electronic piece that looks really cool and does, what does it do, Eddie?
Wirelessly transmits how much water you're using so that they don't have to send out a meter reader. So we're leaving this trench open and the trench on the inside of the property open just in case the inspector wants to see it, because we don't actually know what needs to be inspected or not inspected. We have a 1-inch meter and we had to put a reducer to go from 1 inch to 1 1/4 inch all the way into the house. The reason for that—
Now, I hate when Eddie calls them reducers because they go up in size, but I guess that's the proper terminology and it gives me anxiety.
Honestly, I hated it for a very long time until I just got over it. Sometimes you just got to get over things. The reason why we had to upsize it to 1 1/4 inch going up to the house is because that's what our fire sprinkler contractor told us we have to do to pass fire sprinkler inspection. So we did it.
Now that this meter is installed, we're ready to go for the rest of the house. There's nothing really holding us back outside of our subs not showing up sometimes, which is part of the game, I guess.
So how much did this all cost us? Well, the first check we wrote to the Department of Water and Power was for $4,910. That was to get this process started. And then they said we're gonna look at how much the street damage is gonna be. We thought it might cost us like 10 grand or something. Turns out it was $2,037.26 for the street damage repair.
So that brings our grand total to $6,947.26. Now, it was two guys out here. They worked about 4 hours. So if you divide that all up, that brings our hourly rate to $868.41 each. That's the city of Los Angeles for you.
That's not how that works. There's permit fees and all that.
It's all a waste of money. This is all pointless. This could easily be done for under $1,000. That being said, let's jump inside and show you guys what we've been doing in there. All right, so far what we have done, we've cleaned the back of this. Even though nobody will ever have access to the back of this, we want it to be clean. Now, we've taken off the glass because the screw-ins are from the inside somehow. We're gonna test fit it and make sure that this fits exact because this was measured to fit exact. If we do that, we're gonna measure out the holes, put the holes, drill the fireplace in, got a fireplace. So what we're doing now is these come in a certain order and they're numbered. So we're figuring out which one is what number without breaking these, so we can install them on the fireplace. So we got the branches in. and they are not falling as of yet, but I feel like they're gonna fall.
So you just saw us putting together this fireplace. The reason we had to put it in is because we don't run a construction crew, we don't have guys to do it.
And we didn't properly pre-negotiate every single aspect of this house, this being one of them. So we didn't have anyone to do this, and we ended up doing it ourselves.
Probably in the future, maybe we'll get the electrician or somebody to actually install this. So we put it in. We can't turn it on, unfortunately, because we still don't have power. So another thing that we got done this week is that we got our square handles in. I don't know how, but somehow they convinced Sam to agree to not putting a handle on the inside, and Sam agreed to it. So I couldn't go back and tell them no, but it looks a lot better. It matches our custom square shaped wine bottle holders. We're a lot happier with this look. The other thing we have here, you'll see these wires hanging down from the ceiling. The reason for these wires is because we're gonna add an LED strip behind each of our wine racks, and we're gonna backlit the Venetian plaster behind the wine bottles. So it's gonna look really nice and clean, lit up wine bottles. So I'm here in the kitchen where we also have under cabinet lighting, including under our floating shelves. We had to open up some drywall over there, as you guys can see, but we've got all of these installed this week as well. We're waiting to do the island and some of the bathrooms, but we also have it installed in our master bath, which I'll show you guys right now. So on the way to the master bath, you guys can also see we got our final chandelier in. This is our master bathroom vanity. If you guys can see this little ball over here, what this is a motion sensor, so when you get close to it, the under cabinet lighting will turn on, creating a beautiful glow on the floors. That kind of wraps it up for all the things that we've done this week. I know it seems like not a lot of things got done, but we're finalizing our finishes for the plumbing and the electrical. We're getting there, and we're starting on our backyard in a couple of days, and this project is starting to move along a lot more quickly. Now, once again, being an amateur, we don't know how long all this is gonna take, but let's jump back with Eddie and wrap this up. The only thing left for us right now is the landscaping / hardscaping on the exterior of the home. As you guys can see, we're outside in the front of the home where we're gonna start grading and removing of all this dirt and trash starting tomorrow. Still have the pool, we still have final electrical,
Okay.
Still a lot of things left. But besides that, the scaffolding is gone. Now we can see the front of the house. It's looking really, really nice.
Once we start getting everything graded, we can finally remove our temporary fences and stuff too, which would be great. The total for moving the meter was $6,947.26. So when you add that up to our current running total, this is the beautiful number that we're at. Do you think we cooped over 500K?
No, not yet.
We're getting there though, we're getting there. Next week's video will probably be either about our kitchen or about the closets, depending on what happens, or about the backyard, or about the pool, or about this, or about that. We don't know. Stay tuned, guys. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, thumbs up the video, and let us know in the comments if you guys have any questions. We're really excited to wrap this project up, and we appreciate all your guys' support and help. We'll see you guys next week. Eddie's digging for right now, look.
Somebody threw their dog bag.
Eddie, usually you want to dig for gold and don't stand on that pipe.
So we have a 1-inch meter. The 1-inch.
Say that again, I just burped.